I do is do some Alexander technique. I think that my neck is free, my head goes up and upwards in direction as if someone is pulling my head upwards like a marionette. I think that my back lengthens and widens, and that my arms widen aside. And I get a general opening happening as with Rubinstein. Okay, and then I move a bit to the right, and I just start going like random keys, and I think that my arm is lengthening from the shoulders here and down, that there's a lengthening happening here. And I think about this, I just go stepwise and feel this lengthening happening. Like that. And then I do it from the other side as well. My arm is free, my head lengthens and widens, and then I go up. Like that. Yeah, and then I'll do the other arm and just lengthen. I can go chromatically at any old scale. It's just I'm thinking of lengthening here. Yeah, longer, 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 longer. There we go. That's cool. Yes, and then I'll take the left, do the same, or right here. So I feel my arm is lengthening away from the hand. So I get two motions, one going out and one stretching here. So the arm actually lengthens. So that's nice, because then I rid myself of tensions. Like that. I can do some more with this one. Yeah, that's a nice stretch. So this helps to open up the back and the arms, so you get rid of tension and stuff. Yeah, and then I do a finger stretching movement, which my teacher showed me in Boston. I did lots of practicing, lots of tension, so we did an entire program on relaxation. And this is basically what I'm giving you now. I also took Alexander technique sessions when I studied in Totnes in Devon at Dartington College of Arts, and then I continued when I studied at Berklee College of Music. I had an Alexander teacher in Cambridge, Boston. That was awesome training. These people helped me and saved my entire body, back and everything. What I did is I played like diminished scale for 3 days at an end, and then I did F sharp minor and so forth. I just went through them up and down, and after that I had tensions in my arms for I think 6 months. So never do anything crazy like that. Instead follow my routine now, and you know, don't overdo it. Maybe practice technique 20 minutes a day or something for a starter. It's better to study smart than a lot of, you know, just covering lots of keys and exercises. Okay, then I do a stretch. I take my index finger and I stretch it like this. I don't stretch it like that, then it's going to snap the sinew. So I just go like this, and then I stretch here. So I have a stretching happening between the fingers. Yeah, like this. Take every finger like this. It's nice. I like it. So there we go. And then you stretch the thumb here. Here you have a different sinew, so you can kind of stretch it here. So this is like Jane Fonda on the piano. Maybe Adam Honda, who knows. So I stretch here. Just, you know, it feels nice. Okay, there you go. And then people tend to have problems here with tension. So the hand should always be like, have this cupped shape. So if you have a chicken here or a golf ball. So you can practice that and just have tension going down and up. That's nice to have, you know, relaxation. Then you can go one finger at a time with heaviness. You can play a Lydian scale like this one. It's nice and bright, just the nice bright keys. that's a good way to get in touch with the keys. Then you can use the spider to get a good grasp of the keys. So you go down like this, and you come up like this, and go down and up and down and up. And then you go, you kind of grab onto, this is like Debussy land, whole tone scale. So you go up, take one, grab and go up, grab and go up. But when you go up, you still have to be smooth here, so you don't tense here and go like this. That's wrong. So you go with the black keys, you're down and you go forwards and you grasp. This is good for creating a good sound. So hear that every key is kind of sounding nice. Lee. Then you do the left hand, come down, down, up, down. So you kind of grab onto the key and kind of come up with the key. So this is good for creating good sound, like for instance if you play this. But it's basically this. That's the melody, and you have lots of other notes in between. So you want to have it sing out. So that's a good exercise, a spider, for having control of the tone, so it sings out. That's a great one to come up this way. Okay, and then it's good to do scales, you know, for flexibility, speed, and above all, I would say leggerissimo, which means that it's free and flowing. Leggero means light. It's like French légère. So you might want to try it out with a metronome. This is one I have. You can tap the speed or you can choose. I would do 4 beats and I would maybe start at 90 beats per minute. Start, it's going to sound like that. And then you can do, first I do it more freely. So today I'm going to do F sharp double minor, harmonic minor. It's this. So let's have this normal harmonic minor. I'm going to play 2 of this, the augmented second, and I'm going to do it here. So I'm going to do double harmonic minor with a C sharp. So I'm going to go. So that's a good fingering. It's going to be like this, and then so there I practice first here. I can do it a bit slower, and I have the hand moving. So here I have this what we did before, this movement, but I have it here up and circle with my hand to have little motion happening, but it is nice. And then I can go here. Yeah, and then I'll take the left hand and see what finger would be nice for this scale. So I have one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's still a 7-note scale, yeah. And so, yeah, so this is kind of original scale, so we can just do it in unison. So we can go. And then you can start doing your triplets, 2, 3, da ka ka da 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 da. Sound, it's dramatic. Yeah. So, and then we can do 16th notes. And it's good if you can feel them inside. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 4 E and the. So that one is kind of original, so maybe I would like to go down just a bit, you know, not to get stressed out. And I put emphasis on each grouping of the 16th notes. 3 och så 4 och så 1 och 2 och 3. Yeah. And then it's good to do contra motions so you can open up your back. Keep the Alexander technique theme, so I think my head is free, my neck is free, my head goes forward and up, my shoulders widen aside, and my back lengthens and widens. And then I go, then I can go just 8 notes. And I go back. 3, 4. Yeah, that's tricky. Yeah, so there maybe I have to take it down there. It's a bit more challenging. Da 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 da. Then we go down to 70. And I'll check out the fingering again. 3 och 4 och. Figure out the fingering, that's a tricky part. So here I have the 4, that's the crucial one. And here's 4 in the left hand. And then I go 1, 2, 3 och 4 och. Yeah, it's a bit unusual scale, so you kind of have to get into it. So what helps in scale is always figure out where is the 4 and have that as a key point, like. So that could be a way of practicing mirror imaging the actual fingering. Makes it actually easier. And then you can try triplets if you feel for it. 1 and 3 and 4 and la la la. Yeah, so maybe it's the fingering is the tricky part. Then you can take it down even more. So 60 maybe. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. another way of playing. So you do mirror imaging. It's good for coordination, playing contra motion. And then once you have that going, you can start playing in sixths and decima, however that is, tenths. So then you go like 3 or 4 or. Extension we did before when they did contra motion. It says now we're going the same way. And then triplets, see if that works out. 1 och 2 och 3 och 4 och. Original sound of 16th now, maybe we want to take it down a bit, 60 beats per minute. 3 and 4 and. Yeah, that's a bit tricky. The scale is tricky. So I always play tricky scales. We already know F harmonic minor, an F major, or F sharp major. So why not make it a bit more tricky? Because like if you're going to play a jazz song maybe in the F sharp, it's going to be maybe like. Yeah, so it's good to get used to different scales so you can get around the keys, improvise, and also discover new sounds. So for instance in this scale I have. I can get a G chord here. I also get an F major triad, which is B flat. Interesting. D flat triad or F sharp. So I have that one. I have a B minor triad. B flat minor sounds like an F sharp minor or major 7. Minor I also have. F doesn't really work out here. But I have these triads. I have G, G minor. I have B flat minor. So I can try to make sounds with this. And I can blend those sounds. I can go. So I do that, and sometimes I invent a new scale exercise. I can go. So I can go between G, B flat. This is like almost mediantics. It doesn't fit in here. but these are nice. I can play them contra motion. Experiment with sounds like that. I usually come up with compositions. That's why I like to work with different scales so I can get ideas that way. Yeah, so you work that, and then you can do that, of course. Then in the 16th notes we did that. I also like to work with thirds. So that would be, and then you can work it like. Contra motion here as well. And then go next step up here in the scale. And go next. And then it would be like, sounds nice, sounds like medieval Notre Dame school with the 1350s. Next one. And then that's nice. And then you can work with, and then play that in thirds. That's nice. Slowly, and I have like weights. And a bit faster. Yeah, so that's kind of good exercises for triads and triplets. They're useful in jazz improvisation, and also there's lots of stuff like that in classical. Then I might add octave exercises with this one. I can go through just dun, 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 just like that. And then I can do groupings. So that's for octaves, do groupings. You can also try contra motion. It's a bit truffle. It's good for coordination. And when you work with octaves, play the 4 here on the blacks and 5 on the whites. And feel that you have the entire arm weight and you relax. So you don't play like this, then you're gonna get pain. So you're relaxed. And then you can practice arpeggios within the scale if you want to, like a G major. And then here, you have 1, 2, 3, you have 1, 2, 4. And here, 1, 2, 4. And if you want to do with the metronome, we can take it up a bit more. Tre, och can play the ostinato here instead and go this fingering. Or 1, 5, 4, 2. And then 4, same. Yeah, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go 1. And doing them together a bit slower, eighth notes or feel or you can add the tonic here if you want to. And then change it. That you, when you leave the key, that your thumb is already on the way. So here, and there's a small jump, because if you want to tie it over, you're going to get like this extreme movement. So always think that you maintain this kind of movement. Connected like a vacuum cleaner going over the keys. And then same here. Same going down. Yeah. So this is a pretty good opening for your piano exercises. We've been working on stretching. We worked on positioning, playing the basic key, the finger sets. It's one here and it's one here. So it's we work those in both hands. So you have to find those for each scale. So we said it's good to know what the 4 is. We can work contra motion. Start working them in octaves and in tenths. Can also work them in thirds. Can be a bit more challenging because there's less space, but you have to practice all of those because they appear in real music. Yeah, and then you can experiment with the sound. Just to see what happens with different sounds, combinations. I like this G minor of a G, and then you can go up chromatically. Start sounding like Charles Ives. Or you can combine B flat major with a minor. G in the bass. And you get a kind of new modal sound, so it's nice to play around with that too. So every mode as you practice it musically, like as it's a composition, something you do out of it. Instead of just, now I'm going to do F major scale for grade 3 exam, that's boring. Make music from it, play out, play into the keys. Make sure you're relaxed and enjoy your musical practice. Okay, see you next time. Here's my signature. That was not F sharp harmonic minor, that was in F maybe. Yeah, so I'll see you next time, and enjoy your practice. See you next time.